Hey, what's up everyone? Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5 the Phantom X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about what's been going on in the community here, where it is going with the first anniversary of Global. Now, this is a huge deal here. Of course, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, which is the Miku thing here, where half the community is very happy about the whole thing, and then another part of the community is very angry about the other thing. So we're going to get down to talking about it. I have so many things to go through. It's been a crazy thing itself here. But what I want to say at first for a lot of you guys here, everybody is entitled to their opinions. Yes, that is happening. And then at the other thing that I need to say is at the end of the day, this is a JP related game. Some even the JP players don't really like screw with this that much, but this is a JP related game here. They do value Hatsune Miku a lot here, especially in their several different communities. So we do got to take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt. So let's get straight into it. So I'm going to have at least my character probably doing something in the background here. But needless to say, parts of the community is not very happy with the addition of having Miku inside this game. There are other parts of the community that are very happy, and I'm kind of in the part where I'm insanely happy. I've been waiting to talk about this character for quite some time here. I'm not even the hugest Miku fan, but I do, of course, value things that she's done for me with her music. And there's been times, of course, where there's different dark spots in one's life, and music gets you through it. Miku's music has been one of those things that gives you emotional attachment, and that is how I'm able to really value her being in the game. Well, for some people here on Persona itself here, there's a lot of folks that aren't too happy. For example, we have a person who immediately placed at the top that straight up said, listen guys, low-key Persona fans deserve nothing. How do we get an amazing collab with a unit within our first anniversary and people are complaining? Like, brother, we got Hatsune Miku and we got C and J for the half year, yet people are mad because it's not more Persona characters. Now, I can see where this is coming from, where, of course, people are entitled to have their opinion. They can be angry on why they wanted it to be a Persona character. Granted, it is a Persona-based game, so they were expecting a Persona character. But at the same time, for Half Annie was somewhat treated like a anniversary in itself, because it was technically the first just usage of having a worldwide release itself. It was the first huge thing that both communities haven't seen. So it was kind of having like an anniversary a little bit early, which is what made it so cool. So I can also see where we could say that technically could be just as good as that, right? And now for them to have a character that's from a different franchise, it would make sense. Another reason why I feel that I like Hatsune Miku being here, not everyone has to agree on this, is that for the TWKR and CN side of things, we were celebrating P5 Fest. P5 Fest was known to be for something that was musically used for this one here, or at least musically revolved. Now, not to say this should have been the case for Global as well, but let's say we got Hatsune Miku over there, only over there for TWKR CN. It wouldn't be fair to the JP community, especially seeing how much they really do value Hatsune Miku. And with JP as well as Global being behind as far as they are, it would kind of be a slap to the face for them. That is their character. That is their main person over there that they celebrate a lot with. We have people literally marrying this thing. And I call her thing, my bad to anyone who gets offended by that, but marrying this digital person who a lot of people perceive as insanely good, right? And I kind of find it just, that would be just straight up rude if they just did it only for one community, which is where I see why they made it as the first Annie, thinking that the global community would love it, and then thinking that, of course, knowing the C and KRTW JP communities, them like that, would definitely love it. And it's honestly a mixture. It's a mixture, as you can see in the comments here, where we have some people who are very happy. We have Brandon over here who's insanely happy about it. someone who's like they're in the mix. They're not the biggest fan of Miku, but at least they're not, chastising or anything about it, going off about it. We have some people who's like, oh, this isn't the first one. They're happy about it. And then as we have the trolls here a little bit. We have people who are, kind of disappointed, where they feel like the anniversary itself should be like their own original characters, not collabs. Although I can agree with this to a heavy extent here, the way that people are going about it is they're being insanely rude, or either they're discounting the character. I just got in a huge scuffle in my Discord recently, which is what prompted me to make this video. That a character as seen as Miku is just soulless, right? Because they're soulless as a character, which anyone who's known Miku, who knows what she's done inside the community, who knows of her music, how much it moves people, know that this just isn't true. Now, you could say the character's soulless for you personally. That's different. That's an opinion that, of course, that deserves to be respected. But they first started out with it. I just think it's soulless for Persona, which doesn't make sense. The character has been loved here. She's been invited to different Persona IPs all the time. She has cooperated with Persona all the time. And Atlas holds them at a very high regard. Same as Sega. So it's kind of a saddening thing. It's a saddening thing to see that the community is honestly so conflicted, so angry at certain things here, and people are negative with it. If we continue reading down here, you can even see why people are saying like, dude, why are we so negative about it? It's not like we're gonna get more P5X units. It's just for anniversary. They made a special occasion. For a lot of you guys who didn't even know here, something that a lot of people should probably know now, they've been working on this since the beginning of the game. It's been in the files since the beginning of the game. So it is really saddening to see people getting this worked up, getting this angry over this. And all I gotta say, for those of you guys who have, of course, your opinions, you're entitled to them, of course. For those of you guys who are angry that it's not a certain character, you're entitled to feel angry. You're entitled to feel that way and have your opinion on it. Just don't go out there and ruin it for others, more say, or put it in a way that is directly bashing on the character, right? Because at that point, it comes down to the devs probably see a horrible reaction. They're like, we're never doing this again. Or either we're only going to bring this to our other end, which can ruin the experience for everybody as a whole. Because if they just decide not to bring it over to the global community, the other community has it, and the global community will never have it. So we don't want anything like that to happen. We don't want anything like that to really become an issue. And it's kind of angering that that's what it's starting to look like is going to end up being the case, because a lot of folks just genuinely can't appreciate it, which is, it's very saddening to say. It is definitely saddening to say. But I wanted to know what you guys feel on this here. Of course, as long as you guys keep it civil down below in the comment section, that's perfectly fine. I think it'll be great. Because in all reality, I do feel like this is a really cool thing. It's a really cool thing that happened into the game here. And if you don't like it, don't summon. If you don't like it, it's unfortunate. But we are getting more P5X characters, and most likely on the next anniversary, they're probably going to learn from this. Heck, even half Annie, they're going to learn from this, and they're going to get some more Persona-related characters in. I just want folks to understand that don't be so rude to folks with things. It's kind of annoying, because then it gets me in a rude mood, especially with some of my community. So, yeah, we just had that whole scuffle. So, yeah, I'm still kind of livid on that, because personally, and let me yap for a second, personally, Miku has affected me a lot. So it is kind of, a little bit of a punch to the gut when someone calls something you like, especially something that you kind of hold dear, soulless, no personality type deal, not fit for the game. It is very, very angering with that. But I digress. So you guys let me know how you feel about that in the future. But till then, everybody, peace out.